What's up, everybody? That is a quick intro.
We're on Cocaine Bear! Yeah! Sorry.
There's barely time enough to kiss before that's over. Like it was on and gone.
Yeah, that's how we do it. That's how it goes here in the nerdery.
Our intros go in and out like that. That's all I'm gonna say. But welcome everybody to this random live that we've decided to do. I went to what essentially I thought was going to be a weird double showing of movies, and I actually think that I picked the best two movies to put together because I went and saw a drama with Creed 3, and then I went and saw Cocaine Bear, and it was nice having Cocaine Bear at the end and having that as the double feature because Creed deals with a lot of emotions in this new film, and going into Cocaine Bear, there's a lot of humor, and Cocaine Bear goes places that I've never seen any other film go before.
Yeah, I'm trying to win this magic game, and it's just like not gonna happen. No, Cocaine Bear was freaking awesome. It was everything I wanted a movie named Cocaine Bear to be. Like just 100% everything I needed from a movie called Cocaine Bear. And I could not be happier about this movie. Like, I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, I'm quitting. There's no way I can do this.
We'll get into the movie once Justin gets here, but I'll go ahead and kick us off. And first off, I want to say hi to Mr. Wass, John Wass. How you doing, buddy? Hope everything's going well. Are you hiding from Kathleen tonight? You should be if you're not.
With the Cocaine Bear.
Yes, dude, go see Cocaine Bear. That's a great date night movie. Go out, get some food. And
I completely 100% missed that Ray Liotta was in this movie. I don't know how I did that, but yeah. And we were even talking about Ray Liotta earlier today, and I don't know why I didn't put two and two together, but I was so happy to see Ray Liotta in this movie.
I gotta say, man, as somebody who I like Ray Liotta, he hasn't been in enough good movies. Is probably the nice way to put it. I really liked him in Goodfellas. I really liked him in the Rat Pack film, and those are the two that come to my mind. But this movie is a good one to go out on, is what I'm going to say. It was fun. And he had some funny parts in this movie for sure.
Oh, I mean, the whole thing is just so. Oh, God. We gotta wait for Justin. Who's actually seen this movie twice.
Yes.
So I think that he digs Cocaine Bear.
He was very annoyed with me. He's like, if you had told me you were going to see Creed 3 also, I would have joined you for that one because I had already seen Cocaine Bear. I'm like, well, I was originally going to go with Tony. It was just going to be the two of us. I said, and then Tony decided he didn't want to go, but that was kind of last minute. And then I did text Justin at like 3:30 saying, do you want to come and watch Creed 3 with me? And he's like, no, the dog. That's what happens when you get a dog.
Yeah. It's you're tied to the house. You're tied to the dog.
John says, my daughter wants to know if Cocaine Bear is one of the Care Bears.
No. This Care Bear stare is full of rage and cocaine.
Cocaine Bear is to Care Bears what Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey is to Winnie the Pooh. Like it's very different field. Different game.
Cocaine Bear is to Care Bears what I don't know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is to Barney or something like what
It's what Chucky is to like Care Bears. Like Cabbage Patch Kids. That's a good comparison. Yeah. And, we'll get into that. But I saw Creed 3. I did a quick review on our YouTube channel. You can go check it out there. But that movie is so good. Like Jonathan Majors and Michael B. Jordan, just in their scenes together, so much emotion. There was a smaller story, it dealt a lot with Creed's growing up and his friend at the time who he lived in, shelters with growing up. And it's just really good. Felicia Rashad was really good in this movie. Tessa Thompson is really good in this movie. And one of the things I thought I was going to miss when I watched this is I thought I was going to miss Rocky. Like I really did. I thought I was going to miss Rocky. But Rocky is not brought up in this movie. I don't know if that's a spoiler or not. But the movie takes place. the movie takes place in California. Rocky lives in Pittsburgh, so Rocky not being there is perfectly fine. Like, it's fine. It makes sense. And but there's a lot, like, there's some callbacks to the Rocky franchise, and I God, I wish people had seen this movie because I want to talk to people about it. It is so good. I'm gonna have to reach out to Mick later because he's the only person I know that's seen Creed 3. But there's a lot to like in this movie. And Jonathan Majors, 2 #1 movies back to back in the box office. Like, I'm telling you guys, I'm not super familiar with his work before Ant-Man, but this guy is somebody to look out for. So good.
It's actually pretty cool. Like, Marvel's got like a lot of good actors going right now, and that makes me excited. Just seeing what they did with Angela Bassett in Black Panther 2, I'm like, all right, like I love Michael B. Jordan in the first Black Panther and in Black Panther 2. Spoilers. But and they got Jonathan Majors here. Like, they got talent. They got a lot of talent at Marvel right now, so that makes me excited for a lot of stuff. And this dude's doing good. I dug him in Ant-Man. The problem is that the dude he plays in Ant-Man is the scariest Kang the Conqueror. It's the most compelling one, and he's dead.
Well, we don't know that. He got sucked into the thing. We don't know if he's dead.
Oh, okay.
We just know he's somewhere. That's all I'm saying. We know he's somewhere.
Okay.
He was also in Lovecraft Country, which I've heard nothing but good things about.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that.
Michael B. Jordan directing this movie. He definitely, he Fruitvale Station, Creed 1, Creed 2, Black Panther. He's been studying his his friend.
You mentioned The Wire.
I'm talking about
Ryan Coogler. Okay,
Ryan Coogler.
I get what you're saying.
You can tell he's learned a lot from Coogler directing this movie, and the boxing sequences are a little different than they have been in the previous Rocky films. I really liked it. I dug it. I'm really sold on this movie. I couldn't believe how excited I was when I left the theater. People were cheering in the theater. I felt like I was at a Rocky movie. I can't remember if I saw the other 2 Creeds in theaters or not. I should have after this experience because it was fun. The crowd got into it. It's one of those movies you cheer for. And I can't praise Michael B. Jordan enough. Like, this guy is such a good actor when he's given the right material. And in this case, the material that, he was directing himself. Like, kudos. Great job.
That's it's good. Like, I've literally been watching this dude since he was a kid. You gotta find it reliable, or not. Like, just they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Like,
oh, Tim can come watch her.
Oh yeah, reliable. No offense to him. I was just kidding. No, Michael B. Jordan. This kid is awesome. Like, I love him. I love him and everything. And he was even okay in that stupid what was it, like, Rainbow Six movie he was in. What was that called?
Oh man, I know what you're talking about. Let me look it up. I haven't seen that yet. I'm gonna be going back and watch because I've only seen Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler movies, so I'm gonna be branching out on Michael B. Jordan.
Dude, watch The Wire and watch this other movie that he's in.
Without Remorse.
Yeah, Without Remorse. It's like, it's okay-ish. It's not great, not super terrible, but yeah, he can do things. Like, I'm down for Michael B. Jordan. I'm glad if when I see this, he's a good director. Like, that's awesome. Like, I hope he's just doing more stuff. Like, go at it, man, if you can. Like, I'm glad it's good. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah, he was also in Just Mercy. It's a movie I really wanted to see.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. Too. He plays a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally forgot about it.
I feel like his fucking uncle or some shit. Like, oh my God, Michael, I've been watching you ever since you was a little kid. Like, I always went to every one of his little movies. Like, what a great little kid.
Does he work exclusively with people that have been in Marvel movies? Because I'm looking at this Just Mercy movie, and it's got him, Jamie Foxx, and Brie Larson. Like, is that what he does? Because in Creed 3, he was working with Jonathan Majors.
I mean, he might be, like when people meet on set. There's so many stars walking around a Marvel freaking movie. That's networking.
Yeah. But guys, go check out Creed 3. I'm very close to giving it a 5 out of 5. I want to watch it one more time before I make that jump, but it is good. So if you got time, go check it out. Go check it out. Do a double feature with Creed 3 and Cocaine Bear. You'll have a good time, and then you're going to laugh your butt off. And Justin is here now, so we can talk about Cocaine Bear.
Justin, I got to see your setup today, and I was like impressed. I was like, all right, fucking legit. Look at you. You need some decals on your box.
On the computer. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's totally fair.
But
good, sorry.
Yeah, Cocaine Bear. Let's talk about Cocaine Bear.
Good Lord! Like, I would not bring my child to see that movie. If you're bringing your child, I would not.
I would absolutely bring 8-year-old children to this movie. Understand the danger of going into the woods. Okay, understand what world you're stepping into. Bring all the children. I said this is an educational film.
It was just a lot. The gore was exceptional, which I loved as an adult, but like. I just couldn't help but think like there's a lot of small children in our crowd, and I was like, man.
I was telling Max as we were leaving, I was like, man, I was excited for Cocaine Bear, and then I saw the name Lord Miller on the production side of it as the movie was starting, and I'm like, oh my god, this is in the span of 2 seconds, my like excitement for the movie just went through the roof because I like those two names when they're attached to movies a lot.
I knew zero about this movie. I think I saw like the very first trailer for it, and I don't know. Like, yes, John is with me. Like, he's going to take his children to see this movie. Like, yeah, make sure you hold their little eyes open the whole time too.
You can watch National Geographic and get something actual scary then if you want to do that.
Oh my goodness, no, Cocaine Bear. Like, you need to be this afraid. Every animal in the woods can do that. Every one of them.
This movie has a good cast to it too. Like everybody in this movie is pretty strong.
Okay, yeah, Kerry Russell, I did not know was in this movie. Somehow, I knew like zero about this movie, and that's why it has blown my mind as one of my favorite movie experiences this year. Just because, like, I was expecting just a crap movie, like Snakes on a Plane.
Yeah,
but like. Cocaine Bear.
It was very good. It was a lot.
And yeah, it's got Kerry Russell. It's got the dude who played the black cop. Who was that dude?
I don't know, but I liked him a lot.
He's in. I think he's in The Wire too. I love that guy. I love him so much. I know his name. But he was great. I loved his part. I'm freaking Little Ice Cube. Little ice chips.
Yeah. Ice chips.
I liked him as an actor, O'Shea Jackson, but in this movie especially, like he even had his dad's like snarl down. Like there's a moment in this movie where he does it. I don't know like if he did it consciously, but he's like a more happy version of Ice Cube.
Oh my god, he's like a super chill version of Ice Cube.
Yeah, but, he's not intimidating at all to me. I like him as an actor, but like for a part of me, like he was not a scary like villain to me. You know what I mean? Because he was like a tough guy.
Exactly who Elizabeth Banks wanted him to be. He's like on that line of I'm kind of a drug dealer, but I also like have a friend over here that I like. And oh my god, the friend going through the lots, and they made it so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but when he goes and gets him at the bar, and he's like, "Has this got chicken in it, or is it just it's just pasta?" He's like crying. Oh, that was good. But yeah, I think everyone did a great job. Even the kids, did a great job.
The kids. I'm not gonna say what happens with the kids. I'm not gonna get into detail, but there's things with the kids that you're like, they're not going to go there. And then they go there and you're like, wow.
Okay. Can you throw up the spoiler alert, please?
Yeah. I will turn off the spoiler alert if you guys are listening.
I'm calling for it. I'm calling for spoiler alert.
If you are an audio listener, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Max, go ahead.
Actually, no, don't. I guess it's too late. They've already plugged their ears. But children do cocaine in this movie.
Yeah,
children do cocaine in this movie. A lot of cocaine.
They did it.
Children do more cocaine than people who do cocaine do in this movie. Well, understand that.
Kind of. They do a lot at once, but they don't like continuously do it throughout the movie. Now the bear does more cocaine.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I mean that might be the only creature in the film that does more cocaine than the children.
Yes, I would 100% agree with that statement because, good God, how much cocaine did that bear do?
I mean, he was eating whole kilos.
Oh my God!
I like how the bear sniffed out the medical bag with the medics. Like it was so.
I think it just recognized the bag.
That's what I took from it too. Is like it's a duffel bag. It probably has cocaine in it in a bear mind.
John, he says, "I never did cocaine as a child." The adult.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like I have never once ever wanted to share my drugs with a child. Like they're like, "Oh, these guys are out here just giving out drugs." I'm like, "Who's gonna give good drugs to children?" That doesn't make any sense.
I paid money for this,
right? So yeah, so I'm sorry, but like, yeah, that's good. That's good adults being like, hey, no, those drugs are for adults, okay, kids? Like they worked hard for those.
I'm not saying I need a sequel, but I will honestly be surprised if we don't get one. Because this the hype behind this movie. I think we made fun of this movie when we first heard about it. Like,
I mean, it's meant to be made fun of. I think
it's like, oh man, Ray Liotta's going out in a movie called Cocaine Bear.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what would you rather your last movie be? Cocaine Bear or like Sean Connery, like there was a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah,
that terrible movie.
Oh,
which would you rather?
He quit acting because of that movie.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That was his last film.
Gene Hackman, another great actor, went out on Welcome to Mooseport.
Welcome to fucking Mooseport. No, I will go out 10 times on Cocaine Bear. Thank you very much.
No, yeah,
really.
Okay. Yeah, great. Oh my God, it's so funny. So funny.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I can't wait. Like, I just pictured this T-shirt in my brain where it's like Mama Bear, and it's the cocaine bear with the little cubs, and everyone's all on cocaine. And then there's like a duffel bag there with cocaine in it.
That was my favorite part of the movie: is the little cubs and the cocaine duffel.
Oh my God!
It was a lot of fun. That's not really a spoiler. It's just
everybody.
She has cubs and they do cocaine.
Everybody get your cocaine.
Listen. Raul Julia went out on top. His last movie was Street Fighter.
I mean, all right, so like, yeah, it's like Street Fighter, Cocaine Bear. So no, what do you do? What do you do in that situation? No,
he did great in that movie though, but I think Cocaine Bear is a better overall movie.
It is
like like Raul Julia was ashamed he was in Street Fighter, but like Ray Liotta does not have to be ashamed he was in Cocaine Bear. Like that movie was excellent.
Yeah. And his performance is good too. He didn't phone it in at all.
Mobster douchebag, like Ray Liotta through and through. Like that's the guy he played.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Can we get Ray Liotta? Awesome. Like
this movie, like last year, I said, Jackass 4 hit me like at the right time. I needed that movie in my life, and this is the same thing with this movie. I get the same feels out of this that I got from Jackass 4. Like it came at the right time. It's ridiculous. It's over the top. It's
we
funny.
need more movies that just make people laugh. I agree. They're wonky too. Have good plots to them, like weird plots. Let's not say good.
Don't take yourself seriously. We need more movies that don't take themselves seriously. And
one of the dudes in Cocaine Bear I've seen on TikTok. Like that was kind of crazy for me. I was like, "Holy crap, this dude's in this movie!" And like that was the male EMT. That dude I've seen on TikTok, and like he's funny. But it's Cocaine Bear. Like it did a whole bunch of things for me. I wasn't ready for who was in it. I knew like next to nothing about this movie except that a bear does some cocaine. Like that's all I knew going into the movie.
I mean, as an actor, it has to be a lot of fun to be a part of that movie. It's like, how am I gonna die? Oh, that's
right. like, and then I mean, the movie is so good. Oh, it's so good. Like the deaths are all awesome. Like it's when the bear is chasing down the ambulance, that is the scariest shit I could like. Could you imagine? Could you imagine drive? You're like going 45 miles an hour, and this freaking bear is just like fucking hauling balls coming after you, like all on cocaine. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Everybody, when they realize that the bear is on cocaine, like when they realize what that means.
I'm tempted to. I want to learn more about the real story too, because this was a real thing. I'm just curious.
It's based on a real story. Yeah. So, like Fargo was based on a real story.
Because I do think the real bear died from an overdose, right? I think eventually the heart just was like.
The bear did so much cocaine. It's like. You think about like how much cocaine a person could do in one night and like kill themselves. Like, how much cocaine did that bear do?
Yeah, apex predator. Yeah,
when he like when the cop is like, that is an apex predator.
Yeah, go hang out with
more cocaine than I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And you're going towards it. And I was just like, white people.
That's what we do.
That was the second time I've seen this movie, right? Because the first time I had some folks next to me just screaming, "Why are white people white people?" or something like that. They were just like screaming. They literally screamed it in the theater. Like, why are you doing the thing you're doing?
Well, Ice Cube. I mean, O'Shea Jackson isn't a white dude. he went.
No, but he's like, "Let's go. Like my fingers are shot off. Let's go." And the guy's like, "No, we're doing this. We got to do this." And you're just like,
Well, his motivation, though, because I think the undertone of him being a good friend to protect his other buddy, right?
Like there's that too. But I'm just saying, like, he didn't, like, his immediate response was not go towards the cocaine bear.
Yeah, he actually, yeah. I don't want to ruin this whole movie for people, but yeah, that's good.
What do you guys rate it out of 5?
I'll give it a 4.
Yeah, I was like, it was fun. Like, it's not a good movie, but it's a good movie.
No, but it's everything you want a movie named Cocaine Bear to be. This movie is.
Yeah.
And if you're not down to see a movie called Cocaine Bear, then you're not gonna like this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is exceptionally gory, at least in my opinion. So just
this movie is exactly what the title tells you it is. So if you don't like the title, don't go see it, because it is exactly that. Kudos to Elizabeth Banks and the entire team behind this movie, because you guys did a great job. I agree with the 4. That's what I was thinking too, because it's just so much fun.
Yeah, it is wonderful, and again, like even the kids, I really like that kid.
The boy cracked me up.
The girl's kind of barely in it, but like But yeah, that little boy was hilarious, and I mean, like, how do you get all the way up that tree? Like,
fear.
Then you see old dude climb the tree the same way, but like they were both on cocaine when they did it. Oh my goodness! And there's so much cocaine in this movie. There's so much cocaine, and it is ridiculous. That bear.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we should figure out like how much of this is from a real story, and like how much is just speculation of how much cocaine a bear could do.
So, are you guys caught up on The Last of Us?
I am not.
I am.
Here, you guys can talk about it. I gotta let my dog out, so talk about it. Okay.
That last episode with Ellie,
Floof.
That was really good.
Yeah, dude, I dug that episode too. The whole. Spoilers again. I mean, yeah, it was a solid episode. I guess we don't have to do spoilers just yet, but like, yeah, if we're gonna get into it, yeah, super solid episode. I loved everybody in it. Like, they're getting that bit of her life, where like she's kind of an outcast, but she, like, everyone sees she's smart. and to like that whole deal, to like to everything going down. Like I thought it was very, very well done.
Yeah, in the end, even though we know that the end happens, it's still like the anxiety and the feel of panic, like it's still there. Like again, the writing on the show and the acting is so good that even though you know the outcome of something, you still feel it in the moment, and you're like, oh, what's gonna happen? Oh, wait, I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, no, it was waiting on that moment, like just because you're like, okay, like how it happens, but you don't know how it happens, and this is where I'm not like, like just because they're telling the story out of order, it's like I'm cool, like I'm normally not Mr. Prequel guy because like obviously, yeah, like what happens, but like this is very well done, like yeah, and compelling, and like it's so good, like them like experiencing things for the first time that they don't like heard about or like read about in a book or a magazine is very cool.
I guess they pulled from some of the Last of Us comic books for this story. I'm watching the show kind of with Kathleen. We message each other afterwards and talk about it, and she told me that. I was like, that's cool that they're pulling from other source material. And this show, I can't, like, this show is good, folks. Like, if you're not watching it, you should watch it. It's peaks, various like levels of peaks, but they're all peaks.
Everything is at the very, at least it is worth the watch, but like some episodes are really, really good.
Yeah, there's some 5 out of 5 episodes in this series for sure.
Yeah,
and they're all like the smaller stories. Like I'd say Elle would be one of them. Episode 3,
obviously episode 3. Obviously, episode 3 stands above all of it. Episode 3 is the Mount Everest of this season or this TV series. Even I don't know how they do better than episode 3. Like they did something there that was like really hard to do in that amount of time and knocked it out of the park. And yeah, no, like episode 3 is like some of the best TV ever.
Yeah, and not even following the 2 characters that you love from the first 2 episodes. Like they're following 2 completely different characters. This show is really good at introducing new characters. They did it in the last one. They did it in 3. They did it in 5 with the 2 brothers. Like they get you to love characters like you've been following them for the entire season, and that's something that not a lot of shows can do in an episode. Because they'll have some people on and then they'll die at the end, and you're like, well, I who cares?
They'll show up and start saving the day, and the next thing you know, it's a cocaine bear.
Last of Us is so good. Yeah. If you're sleeping on it, stop sleeping on it and go check it out. But let's talk about
if you're waiting for it to be over, like get ready because it's a fun ride.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about The Last of Us in a Galaxy Far, Far Away. Anybody watch Mandalorian?
I did.
How is it?
Is it good?
Am I on top? Like, wow, dude, I'm on.
You're on top of it.
Dude, Max he was the first one in this cast room before the rest of us got in here, and now he's further up on television than me, which is not
so proud of you.
I don't even know what to do with myself right now. All right, yeah, dude, Mandalorian season 3, digging it. It's good, solid Mandalorian so far, and I don't mind. Yeah, like that's all I got to say. Yeah, like
I forget. Did you like the Mandalorian in general? I forget your overall.
Yeah, I'm down for it. Yeah, it's not great Star Wars, but it's like it's not the Star Wars that I want. It's the Star Wars I deserve, I guess, is what like it boils down to. Between that and Bad Batch, like I'm okay right now. Like it's just an okay show. Like I'd say like 3 out of 5. Like it's not super great, but like. If you dig okay Star Wars, like this is everything you need.
You like the Bad Batch? That surprises me.
Yeah, I like Bad Batch. This is like the best of Star Wars Clone Wars. Like it's that good. Like whatever you would consider the best of the Star Wars Clone Wars episodes, rate it at that same level, and you're gonna enjoy this show.
I might have to check it out. I haven't been able to get into the animated Star Wars stuff. I've tried. There's episodes of Rebels I really enjoyed. It never kept my attention.
Yeah, that's it. Just because like there are some good episodes. Overall, it's not great. but I'd say Mandalorian is pretty much par with the good episodes of Clone Wars, but live action,
which is great. Yeah. Cool.
Are you guys
excited to watch it? You caught up?
You guys gonna watch Chris Rock tonight?
No.
Yeah, probably not. I like some of his stand-up, but I'm not much of a Chris. I'm not religiously a Chris Rock guy. I liked his Everybody Hates Chris.
I like his Bigger and Blacker, and then Bring the Pain.
Yeah,
Bring the Pain is one of the best hours of stand-up ever. But I'm curious because it's Netflix's first live event. So that has me wanting to tune in. And Tony's snoring on the couch right now, so I think I'm gonna tune in. I was gonna watch Mandalorian with him tonight, but he's asleep. So I think I'm gonna check it out. Because
what was Tony's opinion on Cocaine Bear? We should have grabbed him for the cast.
Dude, he fell asleep.
He passed out.
As soon as he got to my house, he fell asleep on the couch.
Yeah, it was like he had just done cocaine for the first time, and everything had run its course.
I am so sleepy.
I find it fascinating that Netflix is letting a comedian go on live.
I imagine there's either a lot of rules or they just don't care anymore and they want ratings.
And awesome. Like awesome. I think like they've been leaning more into the comedy aspect. They got Dave Chappelle. They've been they've done some things to make they have a lot of comedy on Netflix. Mm-hmm. So I think they're kind of just leaning into that as one of their major pillar things that they do. Because they can.
A lot of good comedy on Netflix too.
Yeah, just because I think for kind of low production value, you can get you can do a stand-up show. You can take and get all that edited together, and it's when you cut in all the backstage stuff mm-hmm. while they're doing the live stand-up, it's its own thing. So it's that's a cheap way to do shows that you can only see on Netflix.
If you guys haven't checked out the Bob Saget memorial that they had on Netflix, it's really funny. Jim Carrey is back on stage, and Chris Rock delivers a line I guess Bob Saget dying brought you on stage. I'm about to kill Eddie Murphy so we can get you on stage again.
Damn.
How many Will Smith jokes do you think we're going to have? Over, under?
Zero.
I think we'll get one. I think everybody's going in and expecting him to talk about that, so that's going to help garner the ratings because the great Oscars are next week. But I don't think it's going to be a big part of the show. I think we'll get a few jokes though. Absolutely, he can't not talk about it. I think. Will
it be his first thing since that? I'm not really what he does.
He's brought up Will a few times. Mm-hmm. When Eddie Murphy got Dave Chappelle got attacked on stage, Chris Rock jumped on the microphone and said, "Somebody get Will," or something like that. And
that's funny.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll see how it goes. What time is it on? Is it on 10?
It's on at 10.
Yeah. Now you make me interested. I might watch it just because.
That is past my bedtime. I don't know if you can see my eyes right now.
I've been living life on the edge. I stayed up till 2 a.m. on Thursday. I was up till midnight yesterday. I'm not doing anything. I'm watching Married with Children, folks. That is what I'm doing. I'm staying up late and hanging out with Al Bundy because
I was up every 3 hours covering that brisket.
How was it?
It was delicious. Yeah. Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, we finally recorded episode 2 of Dirty Dishes, Yoo-Hoo and Tang. Justin knocked this brisket out of the park. Did such a good job. Watch that whole episode when you get that out. You'll see all that good stuff. But there are supposed to be 2 cameras. We set up 2 cameras, and then I failed us in the worst way. I didn't hit record. It all boils down to, in essence, what I did was not hit record. And when you see it, just get ready. It's going to be mostly an audio experience. I
got so funny because we had a brisket cam. We had a cam just on the meat the whole time, and then we had the one focus on us. And the one focus on us was the one that wasn't working.
No, don't say that. Don't say that was the one that wasn't working because the camera was working fine.
Sorry. The mistake that was made was the around the camera.
Didn't hit the button.
Not an idiot. It was a weird thing.
Oh,
hey guys, quick preview of the brisket.
Hey everybody, back with a dry rubbed and pat dried brisket. The next step is to wrap it in aluminum foil and then put it in the refrigerator for it to dry brine for a few hours before we put it in the oven. So I will catch up with you then.
Oh my god, it looks good, man. Like eating that.
It looks better when it's cooked.
Yeah, it looked like bees on there, didn't it?
Yeah. I think it's peppercorn. I think there's peppercorn in there.
Yeah, well, it was delicious. Like regardless, it turned out great. So there's there's always some technical difficulty in Three Geeks, but I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. It was really, really funny.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, that will drop this coming up week. Tomorrow we got the Remake Revolution happening at our normal live time. It is Team Some Nobodies, Zach and Dylan versus Jack Wallace from the Scribbler, and they are pitching horror Jack pitches an action/horror version of Air Bud, and Team Some Nobodies pitches a version of Camp Nowhere as a horror film. And I want to see both of these. Like Hollywood, if you're watching, somebody made Winnie the Pooh. They did it low budget, but Hollywood, you need to jump on this trend and let's get this Air Bud movie. I want to see people getting basketballs shot through their chest. Like I
don't want golden retriever slandered. Look at this guy. Like he would not shoot a ball through anyone's chest unless they also had.
What is it going to be like? Meth bud?
Meth bud, yeah. Cocaine.
No, cocaine's done. No, you got to top cocaine now. You got to like speed bud.
Fentanyl retriever.
Fentanyl retriever.
Is that a messed up puppy? It's just a meth house and a dog just strolling down the street.
The dog's like, I'm all fucked up on meth. Let me shoot these hoops real quick.
This is how I get out of these streets.
Yeah, Hollywood, get on that.
Well, folks, thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. We had a great listenership tonight. I want to thank everybody that subscribed to us today, yesterday, all year, all 8 years we've been doing this. We've seen more growth in the last 2 months than we have over the 8 years. So thank you.
I don't want to jinx this, but we are creeping up on our 100,000th viewer.
That right there is why.
Yeah, that one, that guy. No, don't point down here. I don't do anything. I don't do shit.
Oh wait.
There you go. Yeah,
yeah, just like.
Max and I interviewed the winner of Circle Season 5, Sam. She was awesome. She was so much
great.
fun.
Like, yeah, what a awesome person. Like, it's like. Whatever she did on the Circle was not an act. Like that is exactly how she is. Like it's really weird, like you watch the show, so it's like you feel like you kind of know this person, and then like you're talking to them like they're exactly how you saw that. That's like it's sort of like the I, Tonya for me, where it's like you think this is this crazy movie with these people acting stupid, and then like they show you the people, and you're like, wow. Like that's the real people. Like that's like they nailed it.
And we also interviewed Brian Clark from the Circle. He came in as his daughter Brittany. Interviewed him last week. They give us a lot of behind the scenes stuff, like things on the Circle. If you're into it, Max and I are legitimately into the show. Like we're not even putting on a front. Like,
I dig it. That one got me. Like I don't really do a lot of reality shows. I'm not a fan of them. But I watched The Circle. I don't know what it is. I was even watching The Circle. Jason was watching The Circle in like French or something, like Brazilian Circle or something like that. And I was like, I'm there watching it, like, man, I don't know what these fucking dudes are saying, but like,
You're a big fan of circumferences?
Yeah, man. Like, this is interesting. Just like,
Yeah, they give us a lot of behind the scenes. Like, some stuff on the circle seems like it happens like in a drop of a dime, but it's like 8 hours of conversations a day that we don't get to see that they're having. So it was fun getting a little behind the scenes with both of them. So go back, watch Brian, get that anticipated for Sam next week, and whoever else we can get along the way, because it's been fun this year podcasting. I gotta
say, it's been solid. The Sam is a great get. Like, yeah, again, like you're rooting for her the whole time and she won, and yeah, like she's cool. She's like good people. Like that's what I really like too.
It was really weird having somebody in the interview watching us. Like that's never happened before. Somebody who wasn't on the interview, like in the room.
Fans of strangers, it's whatever. Like we'll podcast for anybody.
That's right. But
like that was cool. That was legit. Like it felt like okay, like we're legit. They got a sense. This is like, oh, Max is gonna be on the podcast. Yeah, we're gonna need a moderator.
You just need a tape delay.
Yeah,
a 5-second, like, cool. Oh, we gotta bleep this.
John and I interviewed Daniel Roebuck from all of the Rob Zombie movies. He was also in Lost, and he was one of the PIs in Matlock. So that's fun. Like he was also in The Fugitive, U.S. Marshals. Like this dude has been in a lot of stuff. Like you don't even realize until you check out his IMDb. So that drops also next week. So
I think I should have the fertility doctor one also edited up, right?
Yeah, that's coming.
She was a lot of fun to talk to. So hopefully, folks listening. I know it's not our usual like.
Yeah, it's not really.
But I mean, she was a lot of fun.
That was fun because I got the email. My initial reaction was to say no, but I always go to the guys. So I went to Justin and Max. I'm like, do we want to interview a fertility doctor? And Justin's like, why not? And I'm like, okay.
I want to talk to everybody. Like I don't mind talking to somebody for 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, how do you nerd? It's like it's everyone's got a little bit something like they nerd out about it. And it's like, so okay, yours happens to be ovaries. Awesome. Like let's chat. There's no reason to.
Let's talk about making babies that will grow up and do cocaine with a bear.
Yeah.
Associate her with Cocaine Bear, please. Should plug your thing.
Oh my goodness. I love Cocaine Bear. I cannot wait.
It was very good. It's a lot of fun. Those are the type of movies that I will rewatch for forever. Like, I don't think I'll ever get tired of Cocaine. That's why I went the second time, right? Jason texted me, he's like, hey, we're going to see Cocaine Bear. I was like,
yeah. Is like the first John Wick movie.
Yeah.
Like that bear was like the John Wick, the on cocaine John Wick of that universe. And,
that was a bear Terminator. Like that's
funny you say that, Max.
Ran through stuff.
The bear was played by Keanu Reeves.
Are you serious? That would be great. It's actually John Wick. It's like John Wick is now Chuck Norris.
It's like a bear holding like that pistol the way he does, like all jutted out forward.
Can you imagine like the gun, the size it would have to be to make like to look like a handgun for a bear?
Like a shotgun.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, that Cocaine Bear with a shotgun. There's the next one. Sequel. There's a sequel. Look out, kids.
Cocaine Bear 2. 2 pumped, 2 shot.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. You guys have a great evening.
I'm on cocaine. I have a shotgun. I'm a bear.
Subscribe, like, comment, hit the bell notification. Check out Max at VGMX, the Nerd Emporium on YouTube. It's got some fun stuff on there. I'm a big fan of everything Max does over there. I even like it when you randomly turn on the camera.
Oh, yeah, no, I try to do that. I try to, like, get something ahead of the thing just so he has something to work with. Because we send it off to an editor and, like, it just comes back as these videos. And he's so good, but, like, it's you never know what exactly is going to get used. So you just try to get, like, as much as you can in the moment and then do the thing you're doing. And then he comes back in these videos. It's awesome.
Yeah, very true. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, notification bell. I think we covered it all. Let's have real Max say recycle the droids, then we'll have fake Max say recycle the droids, and then we'll get out of here.
Well, fake Max can't do it right now. I guess I get set up for it.
And like, don't step on my closeout, man. Like, you don't tell me to do my thing. Like, it's my thing to do. Like, come on, man. You ready?
No. Hang on. Let me go first because I don't know if it'll work.
Okay.
It'll work. I have faith in you.
You hear it? Did that work?
No.
I heard it.
You did?
I heard it.
Recycle your droids.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Oh, you got it without the fuck.
Okay.
Oh, that was the one with the fuck. Okay.
Yeah, it's a different thing.
What is going on? What sick world is this?
I was encompassing the Max experience and recycle your droids. There was a legit clips like that. The F word and recycle your droids.
Oh my god!
So we never have to do a podcast without you, Max. So if you're busy, we have Max.
No, you're not allowed to use that stuff anymore. You can only get my laughs from the source. You cannot record.
All right, I'll delete them.
Oh, terrible.
Don't delete him, Justin. Pretty soon, Max is going to be able to do the whole podcast through Justin's computer. He's like, hey,
no,
Max,
I don't want that. No, the AI will have me.
Just
the AI will have me.
Max, what do you think of The Mandalorian episode 2?
Took pictures of them. You stole my soul.
It was good, guys. I enjoyed it. Fuck
Native Americans. I'm sorry, that was extremely offensive. Native Americans.
What'd you do?
I said Indians. That's not what they're called.
No, I didn't hear what you referenced. I was like, what are we talking about?
No, it was like Native Americans. Like,
yeah. They are different, for sure.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys later. Enjoy your night.
Yes. Recycle your droids.
See everybody.